Hello, this is Reggie York. I'm going to do a review of the test questions for Chapter 4 of my book. Here's question 1. You may want to hit the pause button and review it if you don't have that test right in front of you. Then come back and I'll talk about it. Okay, first of all, the answer here is A. Persons who are higher on stressors will likely be higher on stress. We're talking here about positive and negative relationships. The first one indicates there is a positive relationship between stressors and stress. The more your stressors, the more you're stressed. That is what we expect. B is not correct because we expect that those who are higher on support will be lower on stress, not higher on stress. In the second situation, we're looking for, expecting that is, a negative relationship, not a positive relationship. Question number 2. Look over this. Your literature review should help you in what ways? The answer is D, all of the above. The literature provides you with a framework and a knowledge base on which your study is founded. So the answer is all of these things. Question number 3. Look at that question and then we'll talk about it. Okay, we've collected a random sample. The answer is B, we can scientifically generalize our findings to all the social work students in our university, not just anybody. When it comes to scientific generalization, you must have a random sample, but your generalization should be only to the population from which that random sample was specifically selected. Here's question 4. Look it over and come back and we'll talk. The answer to number 4 is B, both of the above. In order to be reliable and valid, you have to be first of all consistent. Option A refers to reliability, consistency. Option B refers to accuracy, which is validity. But keep in mind that you must be reliable in order to be valid. If your data are inconsistent, you cannot say that you have accurate data. But you could have reliable data that is not accurate. You could be consistently inaccurate. So again, the answer there is C, both of the above. Question 5, look at this and then we'll talk. The selection of the study sample fits into the development of study methods. The study methods is all about how will you find the answer to your question. That's what study methods is all about. And one aspect of that is the selection of the particular sample that you will use from whom you will collect your data. Let's look at question 6. The answer here is D, none of the above. Why is that so? Well, a critical question here is you have a p-value of 0.254, which means these data are not statistically significant. So the answer is none of the above. You must be statistically significant and you must have an R value, in this case, that is positive because that was the nature of the hypothesis. It was predicting a positive relationship. Your R of 0.34 without a negative sign means that it's positive, but you do not have statistical significance. Question 7, if you look at that one. The answer is D. We failed to find a relationship between stressors and stress. Why? Again, it's the p-value of 0.24 that prevents us from drawing the conclusion that we really found a relationship between stressors and stress. This may seem counterintuitive because you do have a positive correlation here, 0.34. So the data are in the hypothesized direction, But if you do not have statistical significance, you cannot claim that you found a relationship. In other words, the R of 0.34 should not be taken seriously. Look at question number 8. The answer here is A. We are examining the relationship between two variables where each is measured at the interval level. This is one example of a data structure. There are a number of other examples, but the main function of the data structure idea is it helps you decide what statistic would be appropriate. Option B, the convenient sample, is simply not relevant to this particular question of data structure. It is not a data structure to talk about your sample. Question number 9, look at that and we'll talk. The answer here is D, none of the above. It does not deal with causation. It does not deal with scientific generalization. The issue with statistical significance is what? It's the issue of chance. To what extent would we expect these data to occur by chance? So causation and scientific generalization are not about statistical significance. Okay, the final question, number 10. Look at that and then we'll talk. The answer here is C, analysis of the data. When you're examining examining data statistically, you are, of course, analyzing the data that you have. I hope this was helpful to you. Good luck.